It's time for a quick garden tour now that it's Easter weekend. This is my so-called garden life and my name is Mia, and I want to show you around my garden for a quick tour to see what's going on. We have had some really warm weather this last week, which has made the garden just explode with life and green and lushness. And this is part of my garden. This is my first hotbed for the year. I made this in February, but it didn't turn out so good. It didn't get very hot, but right now it grows pretty well. I've put 2 tomatoes and 1 chili in here just as an experiment, since it didn't get as hot as I wanted. I didn't know if they were gonna make it, but the salad is doing okay. It's growing faster and faster now that the heat is coming. So I can still make use of this, and later in the season I will plant something else in this box that is actually filled with horse manure, which usually makes it grow really well, like tomatoes or peppers or something like that. I'm starting to amend my in-ground beds. Nothing growing in this closest one yet, but in this one is my garlic that I planted last fall, and I think basically everyone has germinated and are growing really well. Look, I put in somewhere about 170 cloves of garlic, so I think I will be set for garlic this year as well. I still have some of the harvest from last year in my kitchen that I eat of, and it's very nice. It's still very tasty. Some of these beds haven't gotten anything growing in them yet, and this last bed hasn't germinated yet. It's very dry. We haven't had any rain, but this is where I sowed carrots and parsnip seeds late last fall. I've made a video about that, and I will give you an update on it as soon as they germinate. I really hope they will. These green sprouts in here, that is actually some missed garlic since last year. I guess I didn't get all of the small garlics out of the bed, so well, bonus garlic, I don't mind at all. And this garden, it's not my plants, it's a friend of mine. They moved house. They got a new house, and she wanted to bring some of her perennials, and she needed somewhere to store them while for the winter, because they moved during the winter. So they will disappear later on. In here I'm gonna put on some compost, like a thick layer, and try to practice Charles Dowding's no dig method here. Just keep adding compost and grow straight in it. This is the shady side of my house, and I would probably grow most leafy vegetables, or really fast growing vegetables over here. I think that will be good. This is a small plum tree, but underneath here is some I believe you call it wild garlic. It's a forest onion, leafy onion type that it's very popular in Sweden, and I don't have it close by in a forest, but I planted a few bulbs here, and then we had this super dry summer last year, and I figured that they can't possibly have survived, but here they are. and they are actually more than I planted, so they are spreading slowly, which gives me hope for more tasty. It's a leafy onion that tastes like garlic. Seems good. My polytunnel has been really good now because we had many weeks of really cold and bad weather with rain and snow and very low minus degrees on or high minus degrees during nighttime. But my seedlings have coped really well, and now that the warmth is coming, it's just great. They germinate like crazy. This is mostly leafy vegetables of different kinds, some turnips, lettuces of different kinds, salad onions, and then overwintered spinach that I'm actually going to harvest now for Easter and bring to my family as a treat. Here is my cabbage plants from the cabbage challenge that I also have a video since earlier when I made the sowings and which varieties I choose. Some of them were successful, some of them weren't, and as you can see, I don't have that many left. I have these and I have some over there, and basically the one that worked really well is the Savoy cabbage, and over there is the broccoli plants. This one is an early Jersey Wakefield, which is a pointed white cabbage, but I planted them out here, and then we got some hard frost nights, and well, a bunch of them actually died. So I had a few more really nice plants, but I accidentally killed them. Well, but I'm happy for the ones that are looking good and healthy and keep growing, and now looking even more happier when the warmth is coming, so it will be all right. I've sown more cabbage seeds in another space, so it's okay. In the pots here I have leafy greens, peas, snow peas, pea shoots, pak choice, different cabbages or kales, garlic top onions that I would try to sow, chives, well, a little bit of everything. And it's so nice to come out here every day and see, basically I can see them grow every day. So great. This box that we passed here is my second hotbed, and this one actually works. It's about 35 degrees in the middle of it, and which makes it a little over 20 degrees here on the topsoil. That's 20 degrees Celsius, which means that now today I have taken all of these plants out. This is some onions, leeks, celeriac plants, and some aubergines and some chilies and peppers, because I want to see how they do out here. But the forecast now is that we actually won't have frost during nighttime for, well, at least 10 days. So I'm going to cover this construction with fleece and keep it like that for a few days, so that they won't get too hot and not too cold. And then I'm gonna leave them and then put some more plants out here. So I will use this hotbed for plant storage actually. But that's my polytunnel looking good. Gonna go up here, and this is my, well, actually the piece of the part of the kitchen garden that actually my neighbors see a lot of, so I can try to keep it a little bit nice. Here are some sowings that I've made. This long bed here is spinach, and this one have rows of summer carrots of different kinds. Here I can show you, they have germinated, they're coming. That's a spinach called butterfly that's gonna have really big leaves that I'm hoping for. I've never grown it before. My rhubarb is doing really nice. It's sprouting all over, and here I'm trying to grow some a little faster by putting a dark pot on top of it, and force them to grow faster. And this is my small greenhouse, where I also have some overwintered spinach plants that I will harvest from now. But I have also sown a big radish, burro gigante it's called, that I'm hoping for. I have different kinds of pak choys in here. These are small strawberries, a sage that is, well, it just happened to end up here last summer season, and well, I never moved it. And here is it's spinach, no, not spinach, radishes, every other, and then it's salad types, different salads in between. This is a red and green salad bowl, and it's gonna come, it's gonna be a romaine lettuce, little gem in between. And up here I have some winter sowings that I did. I put some seeds in my pots, put them out here, covered them with snow, so when the snow melted, when the heat came, they got watered, and then they started to germinate. But now I watered them, and they grow really well. Some of them grow extremely well, and some of them hasn't grown at all. But it's nice. It's a bunch of plant starts that I can repot later and have fun with. But this little house is looking really promising. Just in a few weeks I can harvest lettuce, I think. Over here it's not really growing, but I've made some sowings, some more spinach, radishes and lettuce. Here it's some summer carrots. This isn't sown yet. And here I have some sowings of dill and salad onions. They are starting. They're starting to germinate. They will come. I'm not worried. And then I have my raspberry rows here, and they have started to put up new shoots for the season, which is really, really nice. Later on I will sow seeds in these boxes and make everything sow something tasty over there as well. I have a few flowers that are starting here. That's nice. Spring flowers. Some herbs. And then I have an enclosed patio. We're doing some renovations inside, so it's always something on the go. But here I have different kinds of lettuce, pak choy, more lettuce. There will be dill here eventually, pak choy, Chinese cabbages, and 4 types of lettuce. And here we sit, having a cup of tea and looking at our food growing. It's really nice. That's my kitchen garden. The biggest side of my kitchen garden. well, with this, I want to wish you all a happy Easter, and I will get back to you after the weekend. See you then. Bye bye.